can name the place, yeah, you can name the time. We can leave it all behind. No stop or rewind. Before we running out of time. I can see us both flying around, chilling in a pool right by the coast. I can see our clothes down on the floor. I can see it all, baby, we should go. Get set, go, take off. Tell me where you wanna go. North Pole, East, West, baby, I'll go anywhere. We'll take a plane and take a boat. I don't really care, just as long as it will get us there. Cause I wanna see what's above, I wanna see what's below. Just tell me where you wanna go. You can name the place, yeah, you can name the time. We can leave it all behind. No stop or rewind. Before we running out of time. I can see us both flying around, chilling in a pool right by the coast. I can see our clothes down on the floor. I can see it all, baby, we should go. Get set, go, take off. We can leave it all behind. Why? Before we running out of time. I can see us both flying around, chilling in a pool right by the coast. I can see our clothes down on the floor. I can see it all, baby, we should both get set, go, take off. glass box around her and she'll break the glass. If you try to cage her in, she'll light the match. Oh, she's like an animal, it's in her blood. She will turn every chain into dust, into dust, into dust. Like the wind is free, like the water's deep. She's a burning rush. If you try to take what is everything, watch it turn her life into dust, into like the wind is free, like the water's deep. She's a burning rush.
Hello, everybody. We are here with our first match of our Summer League season. I'm King of Dopenshire here with.
Duke Carge. Hey guys, how's it hanging?
We are about to enter the first map of our first match of the summer. I'm pretty excited. How about you?
I think the excitement literally blew up my RAM. It's not a CEA stream unless my computer literally blows up one of its components apparently anymore.
You just
It-
gotta
it's-
download more RAM.
Yeah, but unfortunately, unless you have RAM already, it doesn't tend to work. It literally it just chose not to work today, unfortunately. But here we go. We're gonna be heading into a bank with Misfit Squad banning first. So a quick trivia about both of these teams. SoloQ is actually all of the individuals that signed up for the Summer League put into one team, and Misfit Squad is actually just a lot of different Canadian colleges players coming together. I believe there's York University, Queen's University, and let me take a quick look at their sorry, I'm taking a quick look at who they have, what other schools are participating, because this is after all a cross collegiate tournament. You can come up with other people from other universities as long as, oh yeah, and University of Delaware. That's not Canada. Hmm. What do you? Oh, and University of Guelph. There we go. Is that Canada? Dopenshire, help me out here.
Uh, yes, it is Canada. I believe so. All right, so we got that. We're almost off the band face here. We got the usual glass pick. Um, Cutting off those long sight lines is going to be a lot harder for the attackers now that they do not have glass. Also, the usual echo ban. Nomad's actually a very situational ban for now because claymores are disabled on the live build due to glitches and exploits, along with clash and deployable shields. So Nomad is a nice replacement for claymores, allowing you to cover your flank like a claymore would. But taking that out is a great allows Misfits on defense to not have to worry about running into anti-roam utility there.
That is true. So already going into the pick phase. We're seeing, wow, that was a very fast pick phase. Both teams just immediately locked in their roles. Do you think that they've got some kind of strategy coming into this?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely excited to see what these teams are doing, especially since I believe most of these players haven't played with each other before on the same team. They might have queued ranked together, but they're not with their collegiate teammates. So there's definitely going to be some new and interesting strategies. Already, we're going to see 250 switch from the Cav onto the Mute. Looking to deny some intel here early on in the game. They've got a pretty standard lineup. They are starting second floor CEO office, which is a interesting starting spot.
hmm I've seen some interesting strategies up here on this floor before, and it's um, and it's I believe it uses a castle and at least a mirror window, but usually you don't reinforce the walls that bandit is shocking at the moment.
Yeah, usually that strategy involves holding D site, which we see on the screen, and as like your main objective instead of holding A, like it seems like they're trying to do here, and leaving those back walls on A unreinforced, which really just allow you to get longer sight lines into Skylight. But looks like they're not opting for that here.
No, they definitely aren't. It looks like at the moment, Updog is using. His name is Updog. Oh, I have to make sure I don't make that joke. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Oh, um, and we have SoloQ here. Looks like they're opting to go directly, pushing up the stairs onto their opponents here. Looks like they're not even going to try to clear the lower floors at all, and are instead vying to try to be a bit more aggressive, it seems. What do you think, Dopenshire?
Yeah, I mean, it's a risky strat considering how they don't have Claymores or a Nomad to really cover their flank. They do have Jackal, but he's still first floor, or second floor, sorry. So I don't think they're going to clear first floor at all, which is definitely interesting. Especially since they can't cut off that Skylight stairwell rotation.
No, they definitely cannot at this rate. Give me 1 second. I have a problem over here again.
Alright, with that, we have Different on Thatcher peeking into objective, not finding anyone. Thinks he can get a pick. It's not there. They do have good map control on second floor. They're pretty much in control of Skylight. However, we do have Varlangas on the bandit coming up behind, possibly going to get a kill here. He sees. He does take out Hibana. Yo, he gets refragged by Leary. It's a good trade. One of their hard breaches is out, and ZB will take out Leary.
Looks like we're gonna be seeing ZB actually hold this for a bit. That window might actually be a boon to him as he's able to now shoot back out if he can see the attackers. If he can see him. I don't think they know that he's in that corner necessarily. Now they know that he's in that corner. Different is gonna go for it. He sees him, goes for the frag, misses a bunch of shots, lemons it up, does not finish off the castle, does not know if he's even down, does see him, headshots the down castle. Down goes ZB. Is going to see the mirror, and the round is going to end. Alpha Kilo 07 is gone.
Yeah, they got very lucky there that Varlangas on the bandit did not pick up more kills. Or they're lucky that they caught him pretty quickly into his flank. He already took out their Hibana, and taking out more definitely could have swung around a different way, but we were talking about that Skylight stairwell rotation. They were definitely watching it despite having no utility put down over there.
Looks like we are heading into the next round with a SoloQ already a round in their belts. Interesting enough, the individual's doing pretty well actually, and it looks like they're tossing it up a little bit, bringing in. No, hang on. It's the same. It's the same configuration. No, they haven't swapped anything at all. Meanwhile, the infamous Misfit squad. Yeah, I don't see any. Oh wait, they brought Jaeger. They brought a Jaeger instead of I believe. Nope, never mind. It's Caveira. They don't have a castle anymore, and they have instead opted for a Caveira. Looks like whoever was playing that castle is instead going to be Mira this turn, and whoever was Mira last time is going to be doing some more hardcore roaming. There's literally no other reason to pick Caveira other than you are ready to be roaming.
No, the diamond strat is to pick Cav and just sit on site the entire round. Okay. Duke is having some technical difficulties there. Oh, never mind, he's back. All right.
I'm not slow. I apologize.
It's fine. It's fine. So it looks like they're going for this pretty much exact same strategy as last time. They had the flank, they had the Lux. It just didn't fall in their favor. So it could swing the other way, but it's definitely risky to do the same thing a second time in a row.
It definitely is. It looks like they're gonna try and learn a little bit from their mistakes and try to cover what's missing there. But it should be noted that Scopes is holding a really long angle with the M249 of all things, which you usually don't see. You usually don't see very long ranges held by LMGs like that, just due to their damage drop off over distance compared to what the OTS from Glaz. But Glaz is banned, so he's going to have to make do.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he lands a headshot, damage drop off doesn't matter. He does have that nice LMG ACOG scope, but he's going to have to rely on his teammates to push him out into the hallways. Looks like Leary will almost get a pick, and Different will take down 250, putting them already up an operator 1 minute into the round.
You know, they're actually vibing very well off of each other for the team that was put together about a week ago.
Yeah, I agree.
They're pushing people into each other. They're confirming each other's kills, and you know it looks like they have good communication. Meanwhile, and that mentality takes down Alpha Kilo as well. Interesting that RIT didn't put forward the Summer League team, but here we are. Mentality playing for SoloQ.
Yeah, I mean, taking down the Cav, their hard roamer, is definitely helped. They do have to face the mirror here, but, you know, Coinman does have those X-Kairos charges to prop that open if she wants to.
No, it looks like Coinman is out of all of his charges at the moment and is literally trying to bait the mirror into staring because he seems very confident that he can shoot the mirror before. Nope, he cannot. ZB is going to take the head off Coinman, challenging that site and taking that peeker's advantage over Coinman. And it's a 4v3, 45 seconds on the clock. What do you think that SoloQ still needs to get accomplished?
They do have what's out. Scopes will take out Verlangas. They are now up 2 operators. They know that Updog is crouching, laying prone behind that desk. Mentality is rushing up. Can he get the kill? Oh, he
tried!
Oh, he did not get it.
He had the diffuser too, and now the diffuser has lost the sight. Updog has it beneath him. ZB's finally going to go down after taking one more out of SoloQ, and it's down to a 2v1 against Updog, but he's getting rounded off. He downs one, but Different is going to cross him off, and Updog goes down, giving a second round to SoloQ.
Yeah, SoloQ actually did, you know, really good. In terms of at that when they had the 2v1 instead of pushing the same angle, they actually split the angle from where they were pushing. So Updog couldn't cover both of them quick enough, especially being a 3-speed on an ACOG. It's hard to lock in and like snap that quickly to a different angle. So they played that very well, and overall throughout the entire round, how they like pushed Misfits into each other and really just punished them for getting split like that.
I actually wonder whether or not that was coordinated, because that seemed more like a call went out of where the master was, and they just both happened to be at the right distance to push at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. It was probably more like that, because that was a last second, oh no, we don't have the diffuser. It's a 2v1, we should just push. But it ended, their positioning prior led to a fairly decent win. We also saw 6-pick from Thatcher on a Thatcher. That's the diamond level strategies we came here to see.
Definitely. It seems okay now. The I almost called it the Viper Squad. Misfit Squad is going downstairs into the basement. Looks like they're going to be trying the classic mirror window in red, facing towards servers. I've seen this hold way too many times. Do you think they're going to be doing anything noteworthy here?
They could be. That mirror window is definitely going to allow them to put some more pressure onto the CCTV servers area. They are going to have to deal with the Monty for mentality, and that's going to be hard to deal with, especially from a tunnel or garage push where there's really not many places to flank from early on. They're going to have to let them push in if they don't pick up the early kill, and then go for the late round flank. Especially with this 250 watching garage on an unreinforced mirror, that's going to be deadly if 250 can catch one of the SoloQ people off guard. And Leary's actually doing some good damage with that Twitch drone. Took out an ADS and popped the mirror, looking in the CCTV.
That's a lot of utility right off the board from for Misfit Squad. Sorry, I'm struggling with the names because it's the start of a new season, and now I have to literally toss out all the old names that I had and bring in these new ones. And you know, it's not the same as the University of South Colorado from Denver or something like that. It's Misfit Squad. It's SoloQ. It's later on tonight. Is it Beaters a Goofy? No, it's not Beaters a Goofy. It's hold shift to make your drone sprint. I'm gonna not like saying that name. So looks like Coinman is going to go ahead and use one of the X-Kairos pellets to try and open up the hatches. Meanwhile, Alpha Kilo 7 is going to be holding down main stairs. Meanwhile, Varlang is going to get pushed by Different and their Montaigne. Down he goes. Different definitely ready to keep moving on. That's already one off the board for Misfit Squad, but at the cost of 1:40. SoloQ doesn't have a lot of time, but IZV is going to take off Coinman. Leary's going to take down Alpha Kilo, and it looks like the push into servers is going to be a little bit harder as IZV also takes down Scopes. It remains in the break room area, trying to stay alive. Doing a good job with the roam, equaling out to a 3v3.
Here again, we see the split push, and Different whooping of IZV. Good split push from SoloQ. All they have to do now is push. They do have to take down two hard anchors, though, the Mirror and the Maestro. Oh, Leary will pick up Updog and also 250, winning the round.
This is, oh my lord, Leary coming in from the back and taking down those in red, and the entrance to CCTV, just not letting them have it. The Misfit Squad expected the push one way, but from behind the flank took them out. Impressive. That must have taken a little bit of coordination at the very least in order for the Montaigne to actually grab their attention and then for the flank to work out in that manner.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play by SoloQ in terms of split pushing. You know, you can pretty much, it's probably safe to assume at that point in the round you're going to have the Mirror sitting behind the mirror window. And once they knew where Updog was, all they had to do was flank around. And they've actually been very good in doing coordinated flanks and pushes. So that's probably going to be their strong suit all season because they're doing very well in that tonight. Looks like we will have Larry pick up IQ instead of Twitch. Probably opting to take out those Vault cameras instead of popping a mirror early on.
So they're going basement again. I did notice. I apparently didn't notice last time that they actually just double reinforced that wall and they didn't, right?
No, I was gonna point that out. I wasn't sure. Yes, they did double reinforce it. I'm not sure it would have made too much of an impact that they double reinforced it because it was popped like the second prep phase ended. But having that now, also the fact that SoloQ is not bringing Twitch, that's going to be a more powerful mirror window than it was last time.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that it's not going to be open, 5 seconds into the action phase.
You actually have to wonder why they would swap off of the Twitch. Leary actually opting for IQ instead, when there hasn't been a Legion, and Legion isn't. I'm double checking that Legion isn't banned, and I'm just not. Yeah, no wait, Legion is banned. I'm an idiot. Here we go. Yeah, it is. He is banned. So there's less of a reason, in my opinion, to bring in IQ when there's no Legion on the board.
I think they're more picking it due to the fact that you have Ella and you have Valkyrie, and both their gadgets can be found and countered. Oh, we'll flank in. Leary will take out Alpha Kilo.
Alpha Kilo 7 going down, but that's going to be almost half of Leary's HP gone. ZB trying to keep the open area himself, has the C4 down, does headshot mentality, unfortunate, and now ZB has to try and stay there. Does have the C4 right there. It's a good enough it's a good enough it's a good enough deterrent. Sorry, I was trying to find the word. It was a good enough deterrent to try and stop Scopes from pushing in there. Does see where she is, gonna push in. She's in this Valkyrie not going. The C4 goes off, almost takes out Scopes. I had completely forgotten about the C4 because I thought Scopes had actually already killed it, but apparently not. Well, ZB still in the little office. No way of rotating out. Simply stuck here. But I see an Ella approaching to try and get him, and Scopes goes down to 250. 250 coming to the IZB's assistance, and Leary is going to come in from behind, find 250, and still try to find IZB. Where is IZB? Still in the little office. Are they going to round the corner and pre-fire? And he pre-fires the wrong corner. Different goes down. The diffuser is there, and ZB wins out the round by giving a huge hold in the little office and completely distracting most of SoloQ, bringing them in for his shots. I don't think he took that much damage that entire engagement.
Nah, he really did. I mean, both 250 and IZB did really well in terms of just holding off open area. I mean, SoloQ got in there and they really just got stuck, especially with mentality being taken out so early in their push. They didn't have that Monty to really apply the pressure they needed. And
So I think
once the diffuser was down, they pretty much got caught.
I think I lost a frame there because did mentality put down his shield and try to ADS?
No, I believe I might remember it wrong, but I believe he turned to kitchen to luck or he in some movement he exposed the backside of his head, and I believe that's where IZB shot him.
My lord, that is pretty darn unlucky for mentality. And it looks like he's going to be dropping the Monty in favor of the Buck, but it is still 3-1. I actually don't know if the stats for Bank have changed or not, whether it's attacker or defender focused. I believe it's still a defender focused map, but it's been in the meta for so long that slowly those numbers have ticked down towards in favor of the attackers. You know, a lot of strategies just aren't viable anymore, just from new operators coming to the game. But a lot of things have become more viable.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you add new operators, you're gonna add more. You're gonna change the way you can counter old strategies, and we're gonna see that here. Not really here because we don't have terribly new operators in play, but we will have Maestro by Updog again, bringing Maestro pretty much every round, and looks like they're pretty much playing a similar strat throughout. They are taking a dock this time. 250 sticking with that Ella worked out very well last time though, so that's a good. They're keeping what's working and changing around what's not, so that's good. They're trying to adapt.
Looks like it seems like a very adaptable team, and let's see if that actually lends them another round, or whether SoloQ is going to keep the juices flowing as Verlangas takes down Different with a headshot, but Coinman is gonna take down Scopes. What? I think Scope Z might have entered in very prematurely as they were trying to get the fragger, and no communication went out, and Coinman ended up team killing. That is unfortunate, as Varlangus is holding the skylight.
Yeah, it looks like Misfit Squad is trying to. Sorry, SoloQ is really trying to go up top and use Buck to open up into sight. You know, you've got 250 who might have just got droned out, camping in the janitor closet. Gonna have to put up a decent hold here when he is pushed.
He is going to have to do that indeed. Well, Coinman is going to go ahead and try and drone for their... Darn it, Taco. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted by getting pinged. Leary trying to get a frag just off of this wall, trying to find somebody. Oh, it does find the Ella. 250 goes down to Leary. Mentality, however, is going to get refragged by Verlangus, and it's still going to be a 2v4. Still 2 operators down compared to the other team, but Coinman is going to bring that more into account, bring it the advantage more centered. God, I cannot speak today. I apologize. But Coinman, 2v3, 3-1, 42 seconds on the clock. The point is below them.
Yeah, they lost their Buck, which is definitely going to hurt, and the fact that they can't really open up as much a site as they probably had hoped to. They still do have Coinman on the third right, so that is in their favor. They still can open up walls and get the plant. They still have Diffuser, but they will have to go up against 3 very good players. I mean, they're all good players, but it's definitely going to be hard. And Larry will take out Updog, putting out an even round. Larry rushing in will get picked up by IZB. It is now a 1v2 for Coinman.
Oh, and from the left side, IZB comes around and takes down Coinman. IZB really coming into his own at the latter half of their defense, but while this does give them a second round under their belt, it does mean that now they're going to be swapping. Unlike Pro League, we do 10 rounds as we are doing best of 2s. We're still continuing that in the Summer League. That is the same for our main season. It is time for the swap, and SoloQ is going to be defending. Hopefully they can find their stride again defending.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see. We're seeing some same, some different here. We're seeing the Jaeger, the Mira, the Ella. We are picking up Smoke and Albi, and on the attacker side, they're taking Thermite, Habana, IQ, Thatcher, but Maverick is a new pick on 250. We haven't seen Maverick come out yet. We will have Mentality 6-pick, probably 6-pick from Alibi onto Kaid if he locks us in, and we will have Breach Denial. So that's definitely gonna. He's definitely looking to block off the hatches, especially the one in CCTV and in the hallway between sites, because if those get open, it's very easy for the attackers to cut off rotations.
To round 6, we're going to start seeing SoloQ set up for the first time. Looks like for now it might be the typical Mira hold. No twitch from Misfit Squad. Again, an IQ coming out. You want that speed over that drone, and the drone doesn't always work, but there. Always use it. It's useful. Looks like their Jaeger is going to be upstairs trying to hold open area, or he's just getting hatches. No, he's just getting hatches for now. We have no clue what sort of hold who is going to be roaming on their team for now. Action phase has started. There's no reinforcement facing garage, which means that red is going to be vulnerable from that space. There is anybody can just shoot through there and get the Mira. That is a huge vulnerability. And you might be seeing that shot like, oh, maybe there's a reinforcement there. Nope. Now that Mira's looking at it, there are no reinforcements on the wall, and instead they just have Mentality holding the garage itself. Okay, I guess that might be better than a reinforcement. Only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, if they can, bait SoloQ, if they can bait Misfit Squad into, going for the garage push and maybe pick up 1 or 2 kills early on the round, that would be beneficial. But leaving that can actually hurt them very hard late game if they're, because that's just another angle they have to watch. And we've seen when Misfit Squad was defending that, just a push from CCTV and from the vault area and garage is just going to absolutely destroy your defense if you're down an operator.
So, already a minute and 15 seconds gone. Misfit Squad clearing the top and moving their way down. Verlanga's going through the break room, trying to see if there's anybody just hanging out near blue. Gonna try to peek it out. Not gonna see anyone. However, we do know Scope Z is the Ella on those stairs. I believe he is. And he's gonna, yep, okay, Verlanga's gonna go ahead and try to get the hatches. No Kaid trick will be attempted here as both charges were used on both hatches. So there is no Kaid Artilla to be used on tricking. Meanwhile, 250 trying to... It's interesting that they brought Hibana and Maverick. And Thermite. Okay, they just literally wanted to have every single breach option available to themselves. It's a minute down, however, and they're still in open area. Is Misfit Squad setting up for a collapse here, or are they going to get flanked by Leary, who is just hanging out outside of open area?
Yeah, I mean, if they don't know Leary's there by now, it's definitely going to hurt them, as they really only have 40 seconds left to make their final push, and they don't have really any time to roam clear or deal with him. Looks like Leary is going to flank around, trying to go archives, maybe roam all the way to the second floor.
I think all the default cams are down, and they're not quite sure what Misfit Squad is trying to do, and the Ella mine is going to go off. Scope Z is not going to get a kill, but it is going to make them back off. Misfit Squad now only has 13 seconds. They need to start collapsing, and the shotgun coming out takes down 3. Scope Z gets up dog, 250, Alpha Kilo. Mentality takes out Verlangas, and Mentality takes down IZB. Whew! So much action in so few seconds. Mentality just going nuts in red as they drop. They were not expecting him in a garage, and he closed off their lives. Misfit Squad loses that round, bringing SoloQ ever closer to taking map 1.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, you know, if you're in red, if you're in that red hallway and someone's in garage and you're not paying attention to it, you're gonna get absolutely wrecked from there because that wall's unreinforced. And it turns out that Misfit Squad wasn't the ones who took advantage of that, and instead it was Mentality actually on the Kai, just, you know, chilling in garage for pretty much all the time just to get the flank last seconds to get the last 2 kills. So that worked out very well for them, how they pushed, especially, you know, you have to hand it to, I believe it was Scope Z, taking out, getting a 3K in a very short period of time with that shotgun.
Well, it's interesting because it's he was using the shotgun, 2 shots, kill, just at most ranges. It's effectively a Glass. It's effectively Glass's rifle without the thermal. Mentality just needed to turn around and cross off the 2 players that dropped down, and that's exactly what he did, and he did a good job that way. So now it's SoloQ's second time defending here. What are we looking at now? It doesn't seem like they're... Okay, are they going to reinforce the walls behind A-bomb? They are. They are actually going to go ahead and do that. They did bring a dock though, which means could mean Mentality is going to go for a spawn peek. It's viable. Although Mentality does have more of a support role in the main RAT team. Could be he's going for Gunner here. Trying to maybe branch out a little bit, because I'm trying to see. Jaeger and Doc are probably the best candidates for who's going to be roaming, and there he is. There's Doc, and Mentality is probably going to get crossed off here as IZB just misses his head. Or actually never even got close. The outline was a little bit confusing for me there. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Mentality's not in the best spot in terms of... I mean, IZB still thinks Mentality's there, taking pot shots through that little cubicle, but Mentality's at a different corner of the room, hoping to probably get a pick on IZB if, you know, he doesn't adjust here.
let's see if Mentality's patience actually pays any dividends, because this is a very interesting play. Oh, the leg has been seen, Mentality has been spotted, and now Misfit Squad is trying to hunt him down, and the headshot through the office wall, sorry, the little cubicle wall, and down for Mentality. He did waste a minute and 10 seconds of IZB's time, but let's only, but we'll well, we can only tell later on whether that was worth it or not, because 110 is impressive, but at the same time, I feel like if you had run away with the stims, that's the utility off the board that you really want for some of your anchors at times.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to the last second. That extra 40 health that you can give you and your teammates is so vital in terms of that's pretty much one shot to kill for a lot of guns, and that's big right there.
IZB got a melee kill off of Leary. Okay, and Verlangus and the rest of his squad is going to try and push through stocks as IZB pushes from first floor, possibly trying to clear him. Different goes down to Updog. Verlangus takedowns Toyman. It looks like it's turning into a final push already at 50 seconds, and Scope Z is coming back, sees somebody in a janitorial, headshots Alpha Kilo 7. It's down to just Scope Z, and the Alpha 556 is going to take down one more. Varlangos goes down, and he takes down IZB. That's 3 already off the board. Is this going to be an ace? 30 seconds to go. The fuser is still in janitorial, but it has been picked up. Misfit Squad has it set up to plant. Starts planting. 250. Is he gonna get it down? He does. It's down to Scope Z versus 2. And the pre-fire doesn't work for Updog, and Scope Z gets a headshot instead on him, and gonna try to find the last one. Still doesn't see him. Sees him in janitorial, gets the headshot! Scope Z with the ace on a clutch round, getting to match point for SoloQ on 1 health and a dream!
That was
Clip that, because that's rare. That is rare that you see that. Like, honestly, that that was outright impressive. Like, I know that there's a lot of discussion around the balance of the Alba 556, but at the same time, he started off by facing off against 2 attackers that were not paying attention to sound cues. And okay, I'm not going to say that. They probably were hearing comms. Okay. 2 attackers that were instead getting ready to breach site and were distracted by that action. Then faced off in 3 1v1s, one after the other.
Yeah, I mean, Maestro, in my opinion, is the best operator on pretty much, I'd say, it slightly beats Doc because Doc can heal himself, but Maestro is like pretty much made to clutch in the terms of he's a 3 armor with a very good gun that has a very large mag and an ACOG. Like that, we only saw 1 reload that entire time, and that's because it has a large mag. You don't need to reload that often, and that's where Maestro is very useful when you're down an operator or 2 or maybe even 4 operators, and someone's got to kill 5 people, so, if you're the only one left, you got to do it, and that's what Maestro is good for, because you can whip out that very large magazine and be like, I have enough shots to go around here, and, that's what he did. That was a very good play.
It was a very giving play, I'll say that much. He definitely shared those bullets around. Moving in.
He also did a very good job in I believe there's really only one time he had to fight 2 people at once. Most of the time it was just 1v1s he was picking off, that's what you want to do when you're clutching. You want to fight 1v1s, not ever more. And with that one, we will be going into the next round.
It's match point right now for SoloQ.
Yeah, Misfit Squad has a good amount of ground to catch up. If they want to take this to overtime, they have to win 3 rounds straight. They're going to have to start by winning this archives right here. And they did bring Twitch. They brought Twitch and IQ. And they took out the Maverick.
They brought out the no. They okay. They don't have the Maverick anymore. That's what you
Yes.
mean. Okay. All right. Match point. I think it's possible for SoloQ to win here, and Varlangas is going to spot somebody out. Look, that's a very bold zip line right there, as Leary goes down to Varlangas, but does manage to down 250. Whew. And Varlangas is going to be watching for any other defenders to come down. Coinman is going to answer the call and go down to Varlangas. Coinman trying to finish off that kill from before, and now the rest of the team is going to try and assault them. I don't think this approach for SoloQ is going to work, as Scope Z is now going to go down to Varlangas. Varlangas already on 3 frags. We're going to see an ace from Varlangas now?
We might.
You know, and it's down to just a 2v5. 250 is back up on 20 health, but Misfit is already on point. IZB's going to go down to different, but Varlangas is already on site. Does he have the defuse? He does not. Updog has a diffuser instead. And another one is going to go down. Different goes down to Alpha Kilo, and it's down to just Mentality. Mentality going to get crossed off by Varlangas, and that's going to be a 4K for Varlangas.
Yeah, SoloQ definitely got a little bit cocky there. They got the injure, and they just kept pushing. They lost another teammate, and then blew a C4, all for nothing. And then another teammate got crossed off trying to get the pick. And you know, it's the age-old question of at what point is it not worth it to finish off the kill? Because had they stayed back, if they picking up a teammate puts him at, it was 250. Picking up 250 puts him at 20 health. Like that's one shot to kill for pretty much everything in the game. So you're looking at, you're saving yourself potentially one shot later, and that cost them the round, getting a little bit overzealous there in terms of their pushing. So how do you think they're gonna defend this in order to really, seal out this game, besides the fact that they're now picking Frost?
Well, they're going back basement. They're picking Frost. They're probably going to try and place the Frost in maybe servers, maybe the main stairs, and try to close off some route storage site, some lanes. I can see a lot more focus on the defense in terms of server CCTV. Other than that, Mentality might pull the same thing that he did last time and just watch Garage in of itself and try to hold that hold that.
Yeah, I mean, Mentality will have to be careful because doing the same thing twice, oftentimes the opposing team will expect it.
Leary is hiding at the moment, I think, so that he doesn't get spotted out by the drones and can put down his frost mats in sneaky spots, because he still has all 3 of them, all of the Huntress mats at the moment, and I don't think any drone has seen him. No, they haven't. And it looks like he's gonna go for the late reinforce, possibly late placing down of those mats. Although I feel like he should have put down the mats. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's just my preference that I'd put down the mats first. And there goes. Where is he gonna put the mats? I'm just so curious. Okay, there's one on the hatch. Oh, okay. That is interesting. That is going to close off their last time they did try to go for a push on these hatches. And if Leary is lucky, he's going to get 3 downs. Because if Misfit Squad tried to go for the same class as they did last time, that's going to spell their doom.
Yeah, and even if they realize that, Leary is on the Frost, they're going to have to at least expose themselves and focus on those Frost traps, which is going to give Misfit, or going to expose Misfit to the possibility of being shot down from below. So it's definitely going to be a risk for them to go hatches on this round.
If anything, hiding the Frost was a good play at the moment. Now let's see if Misfit actually managed to counterplay, but no, Leary is going to reveal himself as Frost and take a headshot onto Alpha Kilo. I did not see whether that was a 1-tap, but it was enough. And Leary starts off the round positively for SoloQ. 250. I don't think you can actually see the frost mat below from the angles on the hatch. I don't think you need to be very specific about the angle you pick to even see it. Channel difference going to be holding from inside servers itself at this point, with Ella holding blue and shooting towards the tunnel, making sure that there are no attackers just getting comfy and getting ready to push. Meanwhile, Dobenshire, I'm sorry, I'm stealing so much of your airtime. Go ahead.
There's a lot going on. We
Yeah,
do
there
have our
is.
Lingus and what looks like 250 trying to push that hatch. They got both hatches open. You're right, they don't see the frostbite. They're going to have to really look hard for that. Larry will actually take down IZB and Varlangus. It is not looking good for Misfit Squad.
No, it is not. 250 now looking down the hatch. It's 5v2. Leary single-handedly having taken 3 kills without the need for any frost mats at all. So, no, might have been 1. No, I can't tell. I can't tell on the HUD right now, but there's one. And just as we predicted, a frost mat did come into play for the planter. The fuser goes down on site, and the Bana dies off to a frost mat in bank.
Yeah, we've Larry flexing with that elite skin right there.
If anything, the elite skin makes the frost mats more visible. Honestly.
Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like sometimes though, like the covering it with debris, like I think barbed wire conceals it a little bit better because you have those like protruding, like metallic like spikes, and if you put barbed wire or something like that, it hides it enough. But I mean, the only thing they need to hide it was the fact that there's an angle. There's no angle from those hatches to see that without, as we said, pretty much exposing yourself fully to be shot from below.
So, I would like to remind everybody at this point, since we are in a sort of intermission, that the Summer League is a charity event. There is no prize pool involved being given directly to the teams. Instead, they are all playing for charity. Any and all money donated to our link below our Twitch is going to be given to a charity chosen by the winner. We will be publishing the list of the charities that we would like to contribute later this week, but any donations go towards it. And at the moment, I believe the donation incentive is to make casters have to cast an entire map with their best Mickey Mouse impression.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
I'll sign up for that.
Whoever is casting at that point, good luck. I've tried it. It's hell on your throat. Honestly, it is hell on your throat.
I volunteer as tribute right here.
But anyways, interesting enough, SoloQ versus Misfit Squad. Okay, I keep driving up the fact that SoloQ is just a bunch of independents that were brought together at the last second, and actually, Misfit Squad is a similar history. Their captain wasn't going to put together a team until he heard that it was cross collegiate. I think 3 to 2 days before signups closed. So, similar story, similar teams. What do you think we can expect from them?
I mean,
map.
I'm always excited to see strategies that they're trying to employ because, when you're in your college teams, you usually find the same strategies. Like RIT, for example, they have like their strategies for, like, let's say they have 3 strategies for like a site on a map, and that's pretty much what they rotate through. But then you bring a team of people who really haven't played together before, and each person, brings like 2 or 3 strategies from their own team, and now you have like just a cornucopia of strategies you can pick from and like intermingle. So like this is really where uh players not only get to test like new strategies, but we talked a little bit about earlier, especially with mentality, but players really switching roles. If you're usually playing support or you're usually playing a roamer, you might switch to more a fragger or an anchor because it's summer league and you can really branch off not from what your college team needs, but from what you want to do for the summer.
So, moving on. The next map is, I believe, Border. We're gonna be going to Border. Um, we've seen Border a lot of times. We have a few expectations. You expect to see Armory. You expect Armory to be breached at some point, obviously. Um, you usually expect. Actually, I've seen more. I wonder what you've seen more on a offsite pick. Have you seen more uh customs, or have you seen I'm trying to think of the other. I'm trying to
Tellers.
think tellers. Have you seen
Yeah.
tellers or customs more? What's your
I
experience?
in terms of like casting and in terms of like my overall like what I've done when I've played the game, usually I see the more successful picks being custom because I feel like Tellers as a site isn't it's pretty much the worst side on the map due to the fact that you could just breach in there and there's not really many places to rotate through that you don't have to make yourself. There's pretty much one hallway to the site, and there's like two windows to hop in. So pretty much all the other rotation holes you have to create yourself. Whereas customs, it's in the corner of the map, but you have two main hallways, and you do have the ability to rotate a lot easier. So I feel like a lot more people pick customs, and this I feel like this map can be very back and forth because I feel like half the time people are really good at defending armory, and then the next round they try to defend armory, like everything just falls apart. Like I don't know what happens with that.
I think personally, I think that once you're exposed to the overall strategy that a team employs on Armory, you come into the next round, you go like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should watch for this, this, and this that took us down last time, and we should try to capitalize on it. They're probably gonna go for this flank again. We can hold for that. We can put a claymore out. Actually, claymores are disabled right now, right?
Yep.
Oh, ooh. This
Actually,
makes it. This is an entirely different border. This is
yeah,
with
it's
no
also hard
claymores.
because they banned Nomad on Bank, which is pretty
Hmm.
much your replacement for Claymores. Not to mention, we did see some players lose utility because they would have let's say for instance they had Thermite and none of the Thermites did this. That's why I'm using this as an example. You would have a Thermite that usually goes Claymore and forgets to switch. Now you don't have a gadget at all. Instead of taking stuns, you just have nothing. So it's rough. You have to actually remember to switch off and be like, oh hey, I should probably take this instead. And that's hard. And not having Claymore means runouts all the time are gonna happen here.
And it's. I really hope that they fix claymore soon because they're such a vital gadget to this game. Like they're just your one-stop shop for most of your anti-roaming solutions. And even if the roamer is used to taking down claymores, it still means that they have to spend like a second or two looking for where it is and also seeing if they can even get an angle onto it. And oftentimes, if it's placed well enough, it tends to force the roamer to go another route. It's it's powerful. Like honestly, there's not there's no other way to describe it other than it literally reroutes roamers.
Yeah, and it allows attackers to gain it not only gain map control but more hold map control because let's say on Bank you have that Skylight stairwell. Well, how do you stop from losing that? You put a Claymore on the stairs, so when a roamer comes up they have to destroy that first, and then if you're listening you'll get that audio cue by the gunshots of hey, someone's coming, and then you can go attack them. But without that you have nothing, and you have to continuously drone and check your back, which eats up a lot of time on attack.
It really does. Um, we're going into the banning phase now, and um, the moment I think we're gonna see a glass ban again. It's possible.
I'm
There's a
definitely
couple of
expecting a Nomad ban, 100%. Probably from SoloQ because they're defending first.
that is true. That would spell the doom for any sort of flank watch that isn't, a person actually watching. Their eyeballs definitely Uh, definitely trying to find any
that's
roamers coming in. Ooh, Maverick. I can see it. I can see it. Whoa, Misfit Squad immediately with the insta-lock on the ban, going ahead and banning Thatcher.
These are some interesting bans here. That's pretty much all the breach assist right there. Now that leaves only Twitch left to help out, take out bandits and Kite.
Well, Armory Wall, you can always bring a Buck. You can always
Yeah.
bring an Ash or a Zofia. So it's not a huge loss. It's probably a time loss, if anything, on most rounds. Legion also going to be a no-go from Misfit Squad as well. That's the second on the second map. They are already also rounding, crossing him off. And finally, Maestro is gonna get banned. Definitely played a big part. Looks like this time around, Scope Z is not going to is not going to be able to clutch with the Maestro Alpha 556.
Yeah, I mean Maestro's banned common enough to not call that a target ban, but that's definitely a reaction to that 1v5 clutch from last game, I'd say.
It's definitely scary when you see an Italian man with, an LMG coming around corners and just taking people's heads off like there's no tomorrow.
Agreed.
Anyways, moving into round one, not gonna see any 6 picks at all, actually. Both teams pretty content with the lineups they have. Looks like Misfits. Oh no, wait, that's the 6-pick phase. I am just blind. I did take off my glasses for the entirety of that countdown. I apologize. Montaigne being brought out from Misfit. Maybe they're trying to bring in some of that mentality, magic dust. Maybe Alpha Kilo has what it takes to try and face off against SoloQ.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, wait. Go ahead.
I don't know. Looks like your standard lineup with the exception of, they're SoloQ is not bringing Mira.
One second.
Definitely excited to see what they bring out here.
Okay, so I see Jaeger devices going on the wall. No bandit. There is a Kaid on the board, but that means that they're gonna need to have to put down some sort of. They're only gonna be able to cover one side. No, wait, that's a 2-wall. Never mind. I'm dumb. I forgot. That's a 2 wide. And that's... Oh, no. That ADS is fried. That ADS is dead. That's going to be Difference. ADS gone. And now Different is going to have to contend with just 2. It's not like Misfit Squad has too many grenades on the board. They've got maybe all of the Zofia. Okay, never mind. They have Zofia. That's all the projectiles, so possible. Honestly. Meanwhile, Misfit Squad setting up on the balcony, being wary of any of SoloQ's members trying to flank around, and Rook did go outside. Leary tried to go for a peek, does a little bit of damage onto Alpha Kilo, and 250 is going to try to look for that Rook. Leary running away at this moment. No, he's still on the stairs. He's trying to hold his own, doing a lot to distract them. Doesn't notice the hole in the wall just yet, but it's not going to come into play as he is now in practically off of the angle that he can get shot from there.
Yeah, he got lucky that they weren't peeking when he was rotating. He is not in a very good spot though, as Alpha Kilo will be watching stairs, trying to prevent that rotation back up. They're spending a lot of time trying to get Leary though. I think they might have to forego this and hope he doesn't rotate.
Leary takes
Leary
down
will pick up
Stevie,
IZB though.
And he's gonna try to open up a little peek. No, I think he's prepping the run out and running out. Does hear the wall get breached upstairs. Thrown down. Leary on the hunt. Let's take a look at what the thermite is doing. Updog and 250 trying to figure out when to push in. And Leary, let's just go back to Leary. Oh my lord. Oh, and shots are gonna go off onto Updog. Different, being very poignant here, and 250 is gonna cross him off as he was expecting just one gun, not two gun. As I always say, two gun better than one gun. And once again, shots are gonna round off towards 250. He's gonna try to go, and looks like they're gonna try to go off. Oh, that's a double kill from Scope C from below with the C4, and Leary with the final headshot. Coming in from behind and taking down 250. That flank definitely doing a good job there. The lack of claymores is very apparent in the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, Leary did very good. He went from being pinned down to the point where it's like, all right, well, I personally thought he was in a very bad spot, and as I said, they pretty much were low on time, and they had to forego the fact that Leary was behind them, and that really came to bite them as he got a 3K, and Scope Z hit a really nice 2K C4 from below. Was it from below?
It was from below.
Okay.
Just pulse, just playing pulse. Just nobody
Yep.
down, nobody. There was nobody available to go downstairs and stop the pulse because, if I recall, 250 was watching for anybody trying to shoot from upstairs. Alpha Kilo was on Montaigne trying to cover, and finally Updog was trying to plant. It just didn't work out. Scope Z was downstairs, and he rounded them off.
Yeah, it was definitely good defense from them. We will see. I believe they went. Yep, they went servers ventilation. So this is your common second choice site. We are seeing a pretty similar lineup from both teams. We will see Nomad actually come out. Probably responds to all the flanks that happened last round.
Nomad ban means there is at least a little bit of flank watch. It's not great. It doesn't cross anybody off, but at the same time, it does give you a pretty big warning. Hey, somebody's over there. The sound cue is so loud. It's so very loud. I'm pretty sure you
loud,
can.
And it gives you like a probably like second long window to take them out. That's if you're not adjacent to it. It's pretty much just going to give you a sound cue of, hey, someone's coming up behind you.
Oh, Leary's going to get two!
Oh, no.
Oh, he goes ahead, opens up the wall with the impact, and gets two headshots from Valley. Feeling very smug about himself, probably, right about now.
I mean, he knows that the R in Rook stands for run out, so he was doing good on that one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good joke. And he's going to go for the third one. Does have the pistol out for a bit. Not going to find anyone just yet. Finally, the detection is going to happen, and he's going to run back in. Looks like Misfit Squad is going to have to contend with the fact that Leary is very run-out happy today. Well, this map. He wasn't as run-out happy last map. It might just be that border he's a lot more content in doing it.
Especially not having Claymore. I mean, early in the round, you can't put a Claymore down to stop that. So that's not really the fault of Claymores being banned. But, at this point in the round, common round spots should be Claymored off if you're going to push there. Updog is going to drone out Toyman on the castle.
And the drone's not going to get taken out. That's some good driving right there. But already an angle. Oh! Scope Z comes out from below. Takes down Alpha Kilo. Another run out happens. And Misfit Squad is going to be down to 2 players. A disadvantage of 3. And out goes Leary again for the 3rd time. No kills this time. He had very good luck the first time around, and he's trying to find it again. Updog being very careful to see that he's not dying to anyone. But Leary, just around that corner, is going to come around, and a headshot from Updog onto Leary. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's good reaction time from Updog. That will take Leary out, but they're still down 2 operators. As I said, I see you looking out Coinman. Updog is going to get a small skirmish right outside of objective, but will come away without taking a shot.
Updog still being very careful, seeing if the SoloQ is going to get a little bit greedy here, but it looks like they have all their ducks in a row for now. Just trying to keep the point solid until the end. There is one flank waiting in customs, and Updog is going to try to push into the office. The bathroom is there, but oh, unfortunately, IZV actually takes on Scope Z. Scope Z tried to go for the melee there. Brent does not even tag Updog. It is the 2v2 right now, and he was not aware of the rotation, but IZB is aware of it now. The shotgun coming out, trying to find somebody. The Nomad charge goes off. The shotgun! From that range, with 1 health, IZB goes down as Mentality gets a headshot on Updog.
Yeah, that was going to be a hard round to win for the attackers, just due to the fact that not only were they down an operator or two with not much time left, they had to contend with an Echo and a Smoke. That is some hard plant denial, and with not much time left, pretty much all you can do is against that is hope to get 2 kills. And they tried, they got close, but you know, they just didn't walk away the victors in their firefights.
They did not, unfortunately. So, moving into round 3, things are looking good for SoloQ. It looks like they work very well together on the fences, and honestly, I'm a little bit surprised considering the range of skills in the team. You know, you have Mentality, an Invite League player. You have Coinman. He's one of our casters. And different Leary, and I believe Scope Z is actually new to the league this season. So some of them have a lot to prove. Some of them bring more veteran knowledge to their team.
Yeah, I mean, all players across the board, I'd say, are actually doing pretty well. Especially, like, you know, it is the start of the season. You're playing with people you probably... chances are there's at least one person on the team you've never played before, unless, you know, you're with your college. Then that's a little bit different. But, you know, a big part of Siege is teamwork and the chemistry. And playing with... These players are doing very good for playing without having that, you know, developed chemistry they've developed in their practices throughout their semesters with their college team.
Yeah, this is very much just wait, are they just sealing off the Echo? They just not okay, it looks like they're literally making Echo into a neat, and he's going to just stay in his bathroom. Not even his room. His bathroom.
Yeah, that might be a neat little strategy for them to pull off there, but it's going to be hard if that gets opened up from servers. He's just going to have to 1v whoever opens that up. And it looks like they're already peeking into tellers, which is why I personally don't like the site, because you've already got pressure on site here.
I also think that this site is harder to retake, because if the attackers want to take customs, they usually need to keep control of second floor in some way, shape, or form. Meanwhile, 250 definitely looking for those defenders upstairs. A lot of the shots just giving away their position. Leary shooting through, trying to keep them on their toes, but it's still going to be a 5v5. IZB is going to take some damage. Oh, from above! 250 takes almost 50 health. Coinman is going to be staying on site. He's not even using the shotgun. He's actually making use of the AUG. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, I see people actually more and more take the AUG instead of the shotgun. I guess, you know, more close get in a firefight, not taking anyone out, but Scope Z will take out Marlangus. Already down 2.
Ooh, unfortunate. It is a 5v3 right now. Come on, Misfit Squad. You guys can pick it up and run. You can come back. Oh no! Scope Z's gonna take one and takes another. That's a 4K at the moment. Is he vying for another ace? He's looking for it. He wants it. IZB, are you going to oblige? Oh, he sees him, and the headshot on Scope Z, and the ace is denied. However, from above, somebody else is going to run out, try to take out IZB, and IZB is going to have to contend with the fact that he's getting pressured back from the defenders for once. And the smoke is going to come out. Still nothing.
The CDs to go get that defuse, and there are people running out. Looks like Larry is outside trying to get this kill here. Will he find it?
He's also wasting a lot of IZB's time. Oh, he's gonna get shot from behind right here by IZB, and there it is, the headshot. Unfortunate, and IZB is going... If they don't calm down right now, they might lose this round just to trying to get the final kill.
Yeah, it's looking like IZB's not going to be able to take this one just due to the sheer amount of time left. The fact that still needs to get to the diffuser and being watched. Yep. Different will pick up the final kill on IZB, winning the 3rd round for SoloQ. Still 2 more rounds before we switch attack and defense. Misfit squad really needs to, pick it up if they want to have a chance in winning this map, because if they don't win these next 2 rounds, they're going to have a hard time winning this map. What do you think they have to change on this Armory Lockers and Archives attack in order to at least gain some ground in this game?
I think that they should watch for the Leary run out at the very beginning, obviously.
Yep.
I think that they should definitely post somebody downstairs. Although Scope Z is not playing a pulse anymore. Oh, never mind, there he is. Yeah, no, they definitely need to bring somebody to cross off roamers downstairs, especially with that pulse on the board now. They're not going to know it's pulse, but hopefully they can drone him out beforehand, and in doing so, they'll have to task somebody with watching that first floor.
I mean, they will have Jackal. Hopefully their plan should be to take him out as early as they can, because the longer he stays down, the more chance he has to get a catastrophic C4, as he did in the very first round of this map. We could see that happen again, but it would be nice if Misfit Squad would adapt and at least put pressure on him so he doesn't have that opportunity. Seems like we're getting similar strats from SoloQ. Not taking a mirror. They are taking 4-3 armor operators. So Leary's probably going to go for another run out. Yep. Looks like he's already first floor.
Sorry. Just making sure we have servers lined up for the rest of the night. Anyways, Leary this time not going for a very obvious peek, but this is a pretty ballsy peek right here. I don't think anybody's gonna come down that ramp though. I don't see any outlines heading towards it. It looks like people were mainly they're checking out the hole he made, or they're aware of it. But they're definitely not going to walk his way at the moment.
Updog is going to drone out mentality in offices. They know he's there. However, I don't know if they know quite where Leary is yet. They're definitely wary that he is out and about, as he's pretty much done this entire game. But he's looking to get some early picks. Maybe possible run out here. Yep, he's going for it.
And he's definitely like hit his stride with the runouts this game, and it shows. It shows that he is full on roamer mode right now. He's not letting sound cues hold him back, and he runs out, and he doesn't. IZB instead finds him, but from above, Scope Z is gonna take revenge.
Heartbeat sensor.
That's actually a very big kill, because that was their Jackal. Now Scope Z, all he has to do is jump down that hatch and toss a C4, and he can change this round. So he's actually in a very good spot with that pick right there.
Scanning.
We'll have 250 pushing into offices. Towdy still holding it. Different. Providing the assistance. Oh, 250 will take out mentality. Looks like they have offices pushed clear, except for the Yaokai drone holding them back. Not much that Yaokai drone can do by itself without assistance. Different will be caught out here. Will be forced to back.
Different still holding on there. Not gonna get shot just yet. It's gonna use that drone to keep an eye on them and also make sure they're not pushing overall. Quaman's has taken quite a bit of damage. Almost dead. 3-0. moment still for SoloQ. They will still have the advantage after this.
They need Scope Z at this moment to bring out a clutch C4. Scope Z, as I speak, takes out Verling. It's going to a 3v3. Will C4 up, dog. Will take out Alpha Kilo. Oh no, what have I done? I'm so sorry.
What you said was cursed, and he's watching that hole. Not gonna happen. 250's gonna go for the diffuser, and is not gonna be able to get it down in time, and the round will go to SoloQ. 4-0. Scope Z once again turning things around at the last second, and just overall, just showing how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned once he got that Jackal pick, all he had to do was drop down hatch, and then, you know, he could really mess up Misfit Squad's push, and that's exactly what he did. He waited until they didn't have time to deal with him, and then dropped down hatch, got 2 picks, and got a C4 kill, and, you know, that, he second time on Armory, he's pretty much won the round for his team. So he's doing very good. He's a vital pick for Armory. He will pick up Pulse again, though we might see a 6 pick off of that. Nope, we will not. He's going to stay on that for Ventilation Room and Workshop. Alpha Kilo will take the Monty. We're not seeing too much different plays. Leary will pick up the Frost again. It's important to note that this is the last round before we switch attack and defense. So if SoloQ wins this round, they have a very good chance of sealing off this game, as it's going to be very hard for Misfit Squad to win 5 rounds straight without making a mistake, because that's just hard for anyone to do, win 5 rounds in a row. So this is a very vital round. Misfit Squad has to win this round if they want a chance at winning this map.
They need to run it back, and this is the next 2 rounds, or when you start that run back. You need this. You need to show yourselves coming back from the brink, because the push, the psychological push from being able to just get 1 round off of your opponents might be what Misfit Squad needs to get into the right mindset. They just need that respite. Just
being down 3 rounds is a lot different than being down 5 rounds.
Heading up.
okay. Okay. Pushing into 15 seconds. Oh, I can't count. Oh, where did map go? Alpha Kilo 07 pushing in upstairs. It's like trying to Monty again, trying to see if that will help at all. These teams definitely have to be hurting for the lack of claymores right now.
Oh,
It's year 1 all over again. Roamers just have. Well, actually, no. I don't think there were that many roamers year 1. Oh my god. I'm gonna watch Alpha Kilo very gingerly take down a Castlecade on his own. Definitely not getting stopped by anybody on SoloQ, and he's pretty much gonna have free reign as Leary takes down 250. Round already not sounding too great for them, and Alpha Kilo. Coinman, ICB takes down Leary. That's the refrag. 4v4. The wall's gonna get opened up, and Coinman is going to have to contend with that.
Yeah, Coinman's going to fall back all the way to opposites. This is going to rotate down all the way Teller's back to site. Yeah, you know, they're going to push back. Misfit Squad is actually not in a terrible position to take this right here. It is early in the round. They do have their Monty up. They do have hatches. All they have to do is set up a push and execute it without getting flanked. Up dog just misses a Yaokai drone. Not going to be able to catch it here. It's going to come back to hurt him later.
So,
Time to make a new door.
I'm gonna scope Z, looking up again. Natural habitat of not letting Buddy have feet above him ever. And ZB will take off Coinman. Will take Coinman off the board, and that's gonna be the castle away. But the utility is already down, so it doesn't matter too much. Well, we still have Echo, and Different is going to take down Alpha Kilo. IZB is going to go ahead and drone out the Neat in the bathroom, and Mentelli is going to get crossed off by IZB, who had breach charge, pushed into bathroom, and as mentality was still on his drone, went down easily. Oh, Varalangus is gonna take down Scope Z. Is this the round where they take it? And it's down to just different, but different is not enough. Misfit Squad finally wins a round. Let's see if they can turn this one round into a run back.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps them. They are 3 rounds down, but now they have a round to breathe where they can afford to lose. That might just be enough, to get the momentum back in their favor, especially with the switch. That losing and then the switch is definitely going to hurt SoloQ's momentum. And it's, sides of switch, it's pretty much a new game here. We're gonna see looking like similar takes from both sides. Looks like we're gonna have a Valkyrie pick, which we have not seen yet. Looks like, yep, mentality's taking the Nomad. That's pretty normal pick when you don't have any claymores.
You're gonna bring. It's 4-1. They just need 2 rounds, 2 attack rounds, 2 good attack rounds. And if Leary keeps up how he's been doing, okay, he was doing well on the runouts. Scope Z actually has kills in him. Never mind. Wow, just completely overshadowing the runout game from Leary. Just good job. Yeah, I think he's definitely earned one of the main positions on the team for the rest of the season.
I agree. I mean, just their ability to like flank, and I mean, one reason Scope Z has more kills than Leary is because Leary's been doing a lot of runouts, and runouts are kind of 50-50 because if they're not there, then while you are putting map pressure, it's hard to pick up multiple kills when it seems like Scope Z's going more for the continuous flanks. And we will start with Leary. Alright, it looks Ash rushing. This is pretty much the attacker equivalent of a run out. Oh lord,
Leary.
already taking out Alpha Kilo.
What? Oh my god, definitely an Ash ranked player. Leary is definitely an Ash ranked player just from that behavior. Oh my lord.
Not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty good play because now their plant denial operator Echo is out of the game. So that actually helps a whole lot for a late game push. So it wasn't a totally even trade, I'd say there.
Coinman is going to rappel up here, and despite it being a 4v4, I feel like they got their ashes worth.
They definitely did.
They got their ashes worth. I mean, all the rest of the utility on the board is pretty much placeable. The only active one is Doc, and while it would be nice to get him out, it definitely won't have as much of an impact as the Echo.
I agree. Mentality is taking some pot shots through that window, trying to pick someone up. Not really finding anyone. IZB's really just in the armory desk, not doing much. Scope Z, trying to take out the hatch. Isn't a firefight. Ooh, that was a good play. We'll take out Varalangus. Scope Z shooting through the floor, trying to find someone. Not finding anyone yet. Not close, but not managing to pick anyone up.
And Different's gonna take
up 250.
Yep.
Looks like Different will pick up Updog. Is not looking good for Misfit Squad. They still have a chance.
Oh! Mentality gets the final shot on IZB after IZB takes down Scope Z, but unfortunately, it's just not gonna be it. Just a firing squad right there. That just completely took him down.
Yeah, I mean, Misfit Squad now can't afford to lose a round. They have to win four rounds straight, and they're gonna go back to defend Armory. What do you think they have to do different here to secure the win?
I think that they just need to practice the collab. They just need to take their time and cross off the roamers, and then take their time in the collapse. Honestly, and if Leary, just happens to waltz into sight and take down the Echo again, that definitely wouldn't hurt. That would help if anything.
Larry will switch to Jackal though. Yeah, I feel like Misfit Squad definitely got a little tripped up having their Echo taken down 30 seconds in the action phase by an Ash Rush. Yes, they did get a refrag, but you've lost your Echo, and that hurts you late game. So they really don't have much room to play. They are switching up. They are bringing Vigil. Trying to get some little more roaming here. They're opting for Rook instead of Doc for that placeable utility, and pretty much everything else for both sides is pretty much static. We will see the Jackal come out from Lyria, different from the Ash, looking more to counter. That's actually going to be a good counter to Vigil, so we're going to definitely see that clash at some point in this game. Again, we're looking at your standard setups from both teams. Not much adaptability in terms of how they're setting up. More about the operators they're picking, and they're gonna have to watch for a rush here. And Leary definitely, by rushing last round, he's gonna make them watch for every round, whether he's there or not. They're gonna have to watch for it. That's gonna hurt their preparation in the long run.
So, sorry about that. Just trying to set up things for next, or whether or not next stream, as we won't have anybody available to observe for the next stream. So, unfortunately, this will be the only match tonight that we'll broadcast. Anyways, Leary already entering. Actually choosing to be a more level-headed. Sees the Vigil. Oh, and around the corner, he takes down IZB. This is why do I feel deja vu from that situation? I feel like that happened earlier.
It might have.
I think the roles were reversed. Oh yeah, Leary was Rook, and he ran out, and they both grounded a corner, but that time IZB came out on top.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's gonna hurt Misfit Squad a lot, especially since Leary also just picked up their Doc. They're not looking too hot. I mean, they still have a chance to win. They still have their Echo. Scope Z is already pushing up, putting a lot of pressure on that entryway into Armory. Misfit will pick up Leary. Looking a little bit better for Misfit Squad. They still have a minute and a half. Ooh, Leary disconnected.
Hopefully,
there is a chance we won't have to rehost here. Because, oh, Leary's turn. Never mind. We're all good. And it is currently, Misfit is down 1. They still have time left. They've only got a minute. Not too much to deal with, but still enough to get stuff done. Oh, different. We'll take up Alpha Kilo. It's not looking as good for Misfit. Updog is chilling.
he's on site. He's on site right now, and he's definitely. Oh, 2fit. He's gonna take the head off of Coinman and try to bring the balance more down to center. But different. It's just possibly gonna push towards site and try to plant. It seems. Does he have anybody watching him? 250 is gonna watch it, but the flank watch is gonna take down 250. Updog is gonna push in. The diffuser is planted, and Updog is gonna take him down. He's gonna go for the defuse. He just needs 5 more seconds. Anybody from oh, he did not continue. The defuse is watching for the attackers. He can just round this corner and take both of them down, but he does not just yet. He picks up a lot of bullets. Is it stuck in the corner, and all they have to do now is wait for time. The diffuser is doing the work. Half the time is gone. Mentali is going to go down to a headshot from Updog, and instead, Scope Z is going to pressure him into choosing whether to frag or to defuse. He's gonna go for the defuse. Is down to less than 10 health. He's gonna try to go for the frag again. Scope Z definitely trying to outplay here. The defuse is gonna go down, and he gets the frag. SoloQ wins out map 2, and Misfit Squad will go their first match with a loss. Unfortunately, did play well though. That last round was impressive. And we're gonna get treated. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I wonder, honestly, I kind of wondered if he could have gone with the ninja defuse there. You know, he made definitely the smart decision and fall back. You know, Misfit Squad that, you know, despite losing 6-1, did play very well. IZ be fragging very hard there. Definitely, that was definitely, you know, a good game. It was interesting to see how these new teams and these new players, you know, work together, how they meshed, how their chemistry was, and it was definitely interesting and fun to watch, I'd say.
Yeah, no, that was. Whew. Well, I think that Misfit Squad has a few kinks to work out, but what we saw was promising because despite all that, there's definitely a diamond in the rough there. Might need to work on tightening up a little bit more the teamwork. Maybe the communication needs more work, but I don't think that they. I do think that that Misfit Squad has chemistry. They just need to find it. They just need to find the formula.
Yeah.
SoloQ. Impressive showing for their first match. Very
agree.
impressive showing. Let's hope that they keep that up for the remainder of Summer League. Do you have any observations about what happened?
I just think, you know, both teams did well. Both all the players on both teams either contributed in terms of kills or in terms of strategy and map pressure. So overall, it's a good showing from everyone. But I feel like what really it came down to is how well the players have already bonded and worked together. And I feel like SoloQ just hit a step above Misfit Squad in terms of, you know, how well they work together, and you know that stuff comes. So you know it's a fixable problem. It just takes time from playing together. But you know we saw SoloQ more, and Misfit Skull is doing it too. But SoloQ did a lot more of, you know, pushing the other team into traps and setting up really good flanks. And overall, they just had a lot of chemistry right off the bat, which is pretty impressive considering I don't think any of them, as you said, have played with each other before.
No, they really haven't. Well, that's gonna be it for us today. If you did donate, thank you. If you did not, that's fine too. We're just here to have fun. It is a summer league after all. It's where we try new things and where we try to focus a lot more on the players themselves. Any signing off remarks?
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night, and be sure to keep in touch. We have Discord, we have Twitter, and you know, follow our Twitch channel. We do a lot more games. There's a lot more summer league. We have collegiate games with college teams coming up in the fall. So be excited. There's a lot more content coming your way.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Good night.